King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and sketches on Brunswick East Street. It doesn't have street in there, but you get what I'm saying, right? So if you don't know who King Gizzard is, they're kind of like one of these bands that like to experiment with their sound or their style, or just kind of test their might basically in the music world. And I previously reviewed one of their albums actually, because they've been like releasing albums left and right, because that's kind of what their goal is this year, is to like, hey, we're gonna release like 5 albums. That's a lot of albums in 1 year, and like the quality, you gotta kind of like think about it. Come on, man, quality, man. Honestly, the album I reviewed from them, Murder of the Universe, I loved it. I think it's awesome. I think it's a great punk, weird album that's very grotesque, and I don't know, there's something about it that I loved. I definitely recommend you look it up. I'll have a link to my review of that after this video. And the thing about this one, this has the group the Mild High Club, which went on like this tour with King Gizzard, and they're just like, hey, you want to collab basically? And the funny thing about the name of this album is actually they were doing some of this album earlier, like previous even years I think ago, with some of these songs on here, and they were just kind of going back and forth with it, and that's how they got the name. The sketches, you get it. But apparently the rest of this, most of it, was recorded during Murder of the Universe and the Microtonal Banana album, which I need to review that. I do plan on reviewing that album. And they all have their kind of own distinct style to them, and this one, it's jazz fusion, baby. And is it good? Is it bad? Is it just in there? It's something, alright. The beginning of the album's a little like, moment, but it's kind of a cool start. You get these nice piano chords in there, and then it goes in full jazz fusion in the next song. I think it's The Countdown is the first track, technically. I liked it enough. I thought it was okay. Some of the instrumentation was a little too flourishy for my liking, and kind of felt like it was in my face. I'm just like, whoa, back up. Just you're what are you doing to my ears, kind of thing. And some of the tracks do that in this album, which is not the best feeling ever. It kind of gives you this sick feeling, and I don't really like that. I mean, the other album, Murder of the Universe, definitely gave me a sick feeling. That's because of the lyric content and how it was the delivery of that album, which I guarantee that's what they were going for that. But this is a little bit more of the jarring side, and it's just how it was kind of mixed and some of the instrumentation implemented in there within the songs. Because I really feel like they know their stuff on this album. I feel like they really studied up on it, and it feels good. When it does, it works super, super well. Like, whenever there's a vocal delivery in there, I can't understand it. I don't know if it's too low or how muffled it sounds. It just doesn't... I can't understand what you're saying, man. Maybe that's the point? I don't know. I don't know what they were exactly aiming for. I just know this is a jazz fusion, and it's supposed to be cool. It's supposed to be hip. And with some of these songs, it works really well, and then some of the other ones, it doesn't, and some of them just feel like ideas that need to be more fleshed out, in my opinion. And also feels repetitive. Most of the songs kind of feel like they mesh in together. Maybe that was the purpose, to kind of make it seem like one flowing song, because that's how it kind of feels at some parts. But some of them definitely stand out, and some of them are just meh. Like, I really love the song Tezeta. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. It kind of has this waltzy kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 kind of feeling to it, and I like that. It's very interesting, and I love the guitar in it. I love the instrumentation in general, and even when you can understand the vocals. I think these vocals are a little better than some of the other ones on the album, and it's good. And then you get these like trippy experiences with Spider and Me, and then I like it. I it's really hard to like say I don't like something and then like it. It just feels like this album's such a mixed bag for me. Because in the song The Spider and Me, I can't understand his vocal delivery, but I love the instrumentation. I think the instrumentation's really cool and wonky. It's like boop, 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 in your face. And some of it is good on this. It's really hard to say my feelings on it, because I feel like this is a lot to digest. Like, I was hearing other jazz albums this year, of course. I was listening to David Brubeck a lot, actually, these past, like, couple of months because I do weddings and DJing stuff. But I understand this is a jazz fusion. It's not exactly like David Brubeck's jazz. And then I also listened to Mountain Goat's Goths, and that was a really good implementation and great lyrics and everything. Then you have this, and it kind of feels messy. But damn it, I respect it enough, and I think some of it is pretty cool. I feel like my review's all over the place today, because this is kind of like the album. It's all over the place in everything, in every category, it feels like. But you know what? I'd still give it a 3 out of 5. That's my score for this album, because I like it, and I'm definitely going to come back to it for some weird funk noise. That's what this album should have been called, Weird Funk Noise. No, I'm kidding. But I respect it. I like it enough, and I'm probably going to come back to some of these tracks, not all of them, because some of them are like a minute long, and I don't know. I'd rather listen to one of the more fleshed out songs in the song. I mean, I guess you can consider those interludes. I don't know. This album just hit me in wrong spots and hit me in the right spots. It just mixed bag. That's what it is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry, it's all over the place. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out my other King Gizzard album review if you're interested. And I just did a Grizzly Bear album review too, and check that out if you want. I don't know, do whatever you want, you're you. Anyways, have a good one and peace. Yeah.